Earth supplies enough for every man's need, but not every man's greed. Mahatma Gandhi. Hello and welcome to episode 330 of Namaste Yoga, our Awakening Your True Self series. We are doing the 6 Paramitas and we are on the fifth Paramita, and that's Virya Paramita, the perfect energy. So thank you for joining me for this next hour, and for inviting me into your home as we journey into our innermost home over this next hour. And I encourage you to close all your social media windows, turn off all your cell phones, and just really take this next hour for yourself to tune into your energy and to cultivate awareness of what it means to have perfect energy. So I'm gonna get you started with legs up the wall. This is a great pose for energy, and I'm going to show you how to do that with your legs up a tree. Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll do all the intro for the show that way. You can have your legs up the wall to start. So you'll get your hips right at the edge of your mat and right to the edge of your wall, and then this is much easier to do with a wall than a tree and uneven ground. Swing your legs around, but much more exciting to do with a tree, and bring your legs at the wall, and then you rest there. So you're going to stay here, and I'm going to sit up and do all the intro into the show and the class. First, I'd like to thank Squeezed Yoga Clothing for my clothes. I'm wearing long black leggings with the Om Mani Padme Om around the ankle, and I'm wearing the brand new hoodie, a brick red hoodie with a large Om on it. This is a nice, generous fit. It drops away from your body, and especially your belly, which is nice because, especially in the membership community, I've been teaching about really letting go of your belly as we do a lot of psoas release in our membership community. And it's a hoodie, which is it's just a wonderful shirt. It has thumb holes too, and it's bamboo. So this is a lovely hoodie. Mm-hmm. And the stitching around the bottom, it's all contrasting color stitching. Just a gorgeous garment, and I'm in love with it. Thanks to Dusky Leaf for our props. Today you're going to need blocks, bolster. I brought a strap. You're going to need a wall, your mat, and a blanket. Okay, I want to thank you for your generosity. I've been really touched recently by your appreciation and your outpouring responses to the teachings as of late. So thank you to all of you who take your time to send testimonials through SpeakPipe and YouTube, Facebook, on my website, and in our membership community. I do read them all, and I do try to include as many of them here as possible, but there are so many of them that there's just a limit to how many I can include when there's only one a week. This week I received a video testimonial from Linnea from Facebook.
Hi, Melissa. I just watched your latest yoga video about relationships, part 2, I think. And I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed that. I just thought it was just awesome. And I just love when you get all personal and talk about yourself. And I had some laughs and a little cry too at the end. That poetry you shared was just so beautiful. And the loving kindness really inspired me to pull that into my marriage. Because yep, relationships. So, and also I want to share with you how you've been with me throughout, I don't know, like almost 2 years now. I has been pregnant with you when I got pregnant a few years ago. I discovered you, and I really liked your videos being pregnant and just really slowing down, and really connecting with my body in that way that you are presenting in your videos, because it's such a slow down, nice, beautiful tuning in type of thing that is very nice, when you are pregnant. And so, my little baby, I got a boy, he was kind of was pregnant, listening to your voice often. And sometimes, I'm a yoga teacher myself, so I pick up some good ideas from you as well. And then, when he was born, I kept on following you. And I noticed when he was a baby, he liked to fall asleep to your voice because he's been listening to you a lot. So, yeah. I think you're awesome. I think it's a nice approach that you have, that yoga is for real people. It's for everyone. We have, so many, I don't know, like, it seems like, the more crazy you can go with your yoga, the better, if you watch other yogis on YouTube, and it's like the more acrobatic you can do it, and the deeper and further you can go into your asanas and your flows, the better. And then, for normal folks, that are not there, they might feel overwhelmed by, I can never do that. So, superficially, it feels like it's just the surface type of yoga of looking impressive and awesome and in good shape and having these, amazing bodies. And that's not really, that's the byproduct maybe of doing some serious yoga, but that's not at all the goal. And I feel that, through your videos, you're really emphasizing what is real yoga, right? And I like that. And it's accessible to everyone, all people, wherever they're at, and even also the thing that you were saying about, even if you are advanced yogi, you would still be able to get something out of your classes, because it requires that you can listen and you can get down and you can get quiet inside, right? So, yeah, I just want to acknowledge you and give you a thumbs up and just share my story, and take good care of yourself. I enjoy your everyday vlogs as well. And I just love when you share something personal about yourself and your thing and your stuff and whatever. All right. So, yeah, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
So we're filming in Beacon Hill Park today. And for those of you who watch our vlogs, we just ran into Dale right before we started filming. And Dale is one of the gardeners here. He was one of the gardeners involved in the creation of Moss Lady, which is just a little ways down that way from us where we're filming today. And so he stopped and we chit-chatted for a while, as you do here in Beacon Hill Park. And he was giving us some of the history of the area right around us in where we're filming today. So the rhododendrons behind us, the humongous bush of pink rhododendrons behind us, are 127 years old. He said they are the oldest rhododendrons on the island. And he said perhaps even in all of BC. He's trying to verify that for sure. He thinks they probably are the oldest rhododendrons on all of BC. And the there is a beautiful oak tree just to my left here behind me that was a gift from World War One. That was a seed from a gift from World War One. And then in front of me, there's a nutmeg tree, which just tickled my fancy because I adore nutmeg and I love grating it from the nut. And I just didn't realize it could grow this far north, to be honest. So that's really interesting. So that, and he told me those were just a few of the fascinating facts that he shared with us in the time he spent with us. Okay, we're going to turn inwards to our practice proper with a mantra today. This is a mantra to bring us into harmony as teacher and student. I'm going to make space with breath and a sigh. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinya Vaditamastu Mavid Vishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So that translates as protect us together, student and teacher. May our studies nourish us together. May we work together in union for the good of all. May our learning be luminous and purposeful. And may we live in harmony. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Okay, so right now you're in legs up the wall. And when you go upside down like this, and you're in a version like this, it helps to improve your circulation because it reverses the flow of gravity that's is pulling your circulation downward all day long. So this helps to bring fresh oxygenated blood to your organs, to your heart, to your adrenals, to your kidneys. So this really helps to nourish your energy, all your organs. And it helps to ripen your life force. Also, going upside down is an antidote to exhaustion, and it's generally revitalizing. When we're in a constant state of fight or flight, we're in sympathetic nervous system. So bringing your legs up the wall allows you to access your parasympathetic nervous system, which allows your body to rest and repair. So it's a way of being a good guardian of your energy, and we're going to speak about this throughout our class today. So while you're in legs up the wall, while we're using the wall like this, we're going to do just one other position. Okay, so from legs at the wall, you're going to take your left ankle and cross it over the top of your right thigh. And then you're just going to take a slight bend in your right knee until you feel something happening in the outside of your right thigh and into your right glutes. Breathe down into your belly. And then we'll switch sides. So lengthen your right leg out and then your left leg. And be conscious of how you're moving between the poses too. So move in a way that you are a guardian of your energy. So you don't need to expend excessive energy as you're moving between the poses. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Open your right knee out to the side. And then bend your left leg just enough so that you feel something happening in the outside of your right thigh and into your right glutes. And then with awareness again, moving in a way that conserves your energy, you're going to uncross your legs, bend your knees, roll to your side, and come up, and we're going to sit kneeling on a block. Okay, so you can sit kneeling on a block. If this doesn't work in your body, then you can sit in a chair or whatever way works for you. This is a pose, virya paramita. The root word of virya is vir, which means heroes, and we're going to get into this in a little bit, but it's in yoga, all these languages they're all, the root of them are like the Sanskrit language. So it relates to hero's pose. It's heroic energy that we're talking about. So I've chosen to sit in hero's pose. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a long rambly way of getting to it. So it's somewhat important for the intention that you sit in hero's pose if it's possible in your body. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to breathe several times through your left moon channel first, then we're going to breathe several times through your right channel, your sun channel, then we'll go back and forth between the two. Oh, we have some friends. I could see them out of the corner of my eye because they're quite large friends. Okay, so let's start. Close your right nostril with your thumb, and you want to close right below the bridge of your nose. And we'll start by breathing in and out through your left nostril. Then lower your right hand and we'll switch. So you lift your left hand, cover your left nostril just below the bridge, and breathe in and out through your right nostril. We'll switch again. So you're going to cover your right nostril, breathe in and out through your left nostril. And then switch, so you're covering your left nostril, breathe in and out through your right nostril. Slow and gentle. This is the sweet breath. And switch again, close your right nostril, breathe in and out gently through your left nostril. And last time, switch, draw your left hand up, lower your right hand down, breathe in and out through your right nostril. Then you can lower your left hand down, breathe in and out through both of your nostrils. And feel the effects of this nadhi, shodhana, alternate nostril breathing for you. This breath practice is very balancing for your energy. It harmonizes your left and right hemispheres of your brain. It balances your nadis. It improves your ability to focus your mind. It rejuvenates your nervous system. It removes toxins. It settles stress. So just notice how it feels for you. We're just having a little Snow White moment here. It's obviously very calming for the Canada geese here as well. I think Linnea even said, maybe Linnea or a few of you have been commenting in your, when you send me testimonials and things, how bugs and critters and animals are attracted to the energy that we create when we do our yoga. So I think that's an example, because see, now we've done the practice, now they're moving away, right? Yeah. So okay, so now we're going to do the spinal energy series, which I think they will not be as interested in. It's not as harmonizing, it's a little more, I almost don't want to start it because I think they're gonna be a little afraid. So this series works from the base of your spine through all the chakras all the way to the top. Works all 26 vertebrae of your spine to stimulate the chakras. It gives them a burst of energy. It's a good one to do before you sit. Many people report greater mental clarity after doing it. And it contributes to increased spinal fluid. So that's supposed to increase your memory as well. Oh, we have a peacock coming. We have a couple of peacocks coming. Just call me Snow White. All right, let's do spinal energy series. It would be good to sit up on a folded blanket here, which I don't have, but I forgot. We're going to sit in cross-legged. Hold on to your ankle in front of you. You're going to start by rocking forward on your tailbone and then rolling back. So inhale forward, exhale back. So you could also do this kneeling on all fours or sitting in a chair as well, whatever works best for you. The second one, you place your hands on your knees. You inhale, you circle your navel around front and then around back. So this is like scraping the peanut butter jar. And then we'll go the other way. Okay, and then come back to the center. The next one, you're going to put your fingertips in front of your shoulders, your thumbs behind. And you're going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Good. And then we're going to inhale your shoulders up and exhale, drop them down. If that bothers your shoulders, you can circle them, inhale up and exhale down and around. Okay. Big inhale up and exhale down. So now you're going to circle your head 5 times one way. And 5 times the other way. And just pause here for a moment and feel the effects of the spinal energy series for you. And then we're going to come back to sitting in Virasana, hero's pose. He just looked at me like, really? Yes, really. We're going to do hero's pose again. Oh, the geese are here, still here. So you're going to sit on your block. And we're going to do a mudra for the Earth Mudra, Prithivi Mudra. So thumb and ring finger together on both hands. Light pressure and then extend your other fingers. And then just rest them on your lap. So this helps to eliminate an energy deficiency at your root chakra. Whether or not you feel psychologically or physically strong and vital is largely dependent on the energy at your root chakra. So it can help to restore your equilibrium. It activates your root chakra where your elemental force resides. And it's for the nourishment of rooting down into the ground for stability to absorb nutrients. And then from this point of drawing the nutrients up from the earth, you can then connect with the light. You can grow upwards, connect with the light, and blossom to bear fruit. So sit in such a way that allows you to be alert and to receive the teachings for today. And if the teachings resonate with you, great. And if not, you can just let them go. In our Awakening to Your True Self series, we are exploring the 6 paramitas, the 6 perfections. And the intention behind cultivating the 6 perfections is for the development of compassion. It's considered the path of the bodhisattva. Today we are reflecting on the perfection of energy. Virya, whose root is vir, we know in yoga from the yoga asana or yoga posture, hero's pose or Virasana. It means virtue, the pursuit of good, diligence, good effort, and diligence. So this doesn't really this kind of conjures up the image of a warrior to me, or of pursuing something that exists outside of ourselves, like being a good, it's almost like, it kind of makes me think of what was required of us in school as a child. However, with perfect energy, we don't have to cultivate anything that is outside of us. This is really about the conservation of energy. We already possess all the energy that we need. Through our yoga and meditation practice, we can bring awareness to the energy that we have within us and guide it with discernment and wisdom. Each time we practice yoga, and then off our yoga mats and throughout our days, we can choose how we expend our energy. Through this deep level of awareness, our vital life force through this deep level of awareness of our vital life force, we can begin to pay attention to the level of prana at our disposal at any given time. We can then be diligent and disciplined with its application. In preparing for today's class, I read a parable of a greedy donkey who would continually exhaust himself going between two piles of hay. The moral of the story, of course, is that there is an abundance of energy and resources at our disposal, but it is up to us to become still and tap into our vital life force. Otherwise, we can become like the donkey, running all over, scattered with our energy in an unfocused way in pursuit of something better. But if we're still, we can tap into the one source within us. Virya paramita has 3 parts. Number 1, the development of virtue within ourselves. And I would describe this virtue as discerning the life force of prana available within. 2, the study of the teachings. And 3, helping others. So number 1, when we spend time in self-reflexive practices like yoga and meditation, we come to understand our own personal energy in a deep and lasting way. We know how to spend our energy with discernment and how to restore our energy and nourish ourselves. So number 2, we need trusted teachers on our path to validate our own self-reflection. The true meaning of guru is one who dispels the darkness of ignorance. A trusted teacher will shed light upon and help illuminate your path. Spending time listening to the teachings, taking yoga classes, reading books, listening to Dharma talks, all of these things will give you a deeper understanding mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. Sometimes one small thing can resonate with you so deeply that it will reverberate in your life for years, like ripples in a pond. So number 3, finally, being of service to others helps us to withdraw from our ongoing preoccupation and habit of wallowing in our own suffering. Suffering that is both real and imagined. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the teachings today, the 6 paramitas are part of the bodhisattva path. Bodhisattvas make this vow. They say, sentient beings are numberless, and I vow to save them all. So we can ask ourselves these powerful questions. Who is suffering? Where is their need? And where can I begin? So for example, here in Victoria, when Tim and I would cross to go over the bridge in Esquimalt, we kept noticing that there was a long lineup outside the Salvation Army. We would notice this every time we crossed the bridge. Well, not every time, but oftentimes when we crossed the bridge. So one day, because we noticed this lineup often, we went in and asked them why people were lining up. And we found out that they were lining up for lunches. we thought they were lining up for a place to sleep at night, but they were lining up for lunches. So we could see that there was a great need there, so we asked if we could help. And they did need help. And actually, Tim started that day, and then I started the following Sunday, I think. So Tim volunteers there every Friday and Sunday, and I volunteer there every Sunday, and we serve lunches to people that are hungry, that need lunches. So this just came out of the question of asking, where is their need and where can I begin? And I know you are all incredibly compassionate people, and I know this is work that you're already doing in your lives. So these are questions you've already asked and answered, I'm sure. Virya paramita, or perfect energy, is not about using effort to chastise ourselves into greater feats or endurance and outputs of energy. Rather, it is to allow the subtle energy at our core, which brings the full potential of our life force, to come forward and to turn that energy to the task at hand. We all have the prana that we need, and it will last our entire lives. So we can tap into that endless, beautiful prana and use it for the benefit of the world. So reflect on these teachings and how they relate to you and your life, and begin to form an intention of what you would like to receive from the rest of your yoga practice today. What is it that you are trying to create, sustain, or let go of, or rebirth in your life? And how could your yoga practice help you to do that? And then once you've formed that intention, you can begin to shift, and you're going to take that block that you're using to sit on with Virasana, hero's pose, and you're going to use it to support yourself in supportive bridge pose. So this pose is rejuvenating, and it's very relaxing as well. You're going to take the block underneath you. You're going to press your feet into the floor and place the block underneath your pelvis. Okay, take a deep breath in. And you're going to press into your feet. Lift your pelvis off the block. Move the block out from underneath you. Put the block off to the side. And remembering to move in a way that you are a guardian of your energy, so that you're cherishing your energy. And you're going to roll over and take your bolster. And place the bolster between your knees. Open your knees wide. And you're going to come into wide-legged child's pose. And rest forward over your bolster. This is a very restorative pose, very soothing for your low back. So close your eyes here. And allow yourself to tune into the subtle life force energy deep within you, breathing down and into your belly. So take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your mouth. And you're going to slowly make your way up to seated. And you're going to take that bolster out in front of you and lie down on your belly. This is going to go underneath your chest. Your forearms are going to go on the floor in front of you, in front of the bolster, so that you're doing supported sphinx pose. Tuck your left toes under, lift your right knee. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, so that you're lengthening through your low back. This is very tonifying and nourishing for your kidneys and your adrenals, which is great for supporting your energy. Breathe into your low back here. You could come back to that root chakra mudra here. Okay, from here you're going to push yourself up. And you're going to take the bolster down to the side of your mat. And you're going to lie down on your back. Take your arms out into a soft T with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Press into your feet. Lift your hips, take them over to the left side of your mat. Take your knees up onto the bolster. You're going to look over your left shoulder for supported reclined twist here. You could also use the mudra here. Breathe into your belly. This really opens up your breathing channel, releases tension in your spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it fall out of your mouth. Bring your legs back to the center. Place your feet flat on the floor. Press into your feet and tuck your hips. Allow your spine to unravel here. Then take your bolster and put it over on the other side. And from here, you'll press into your feet. Lift your hips, bring it over to the right side of your mat. And bring your knees up onto the bolster. And you'll look over your right shoulder here. Just breathe and let go here. You can use the mudra here again, thumb and fourth finger together, other fingers extended. Take a deep breath in Let it fall out of your mouth. And very slowly start to make your way back onto your back. Press into your feet. Untuck your hips. One last final visitor on our set. And you're going to take your bolster, place it underneath your knees for Shavasana. Turn your palms up. It might not be our last visitor. I just had a thought, wouldn't it be amazing if we had a raven visit us? I haven't heard any either, but I just would like that. Okay. Oh, my spine feels fantastic. I don't know about your spine. So you're going to rest here. I would love to stay here with you, resting to receive your practice. Shavasana is a great pose to receive and restore energy. I'm going to sit up and read you a beautiful poem by Mary Oliver. This poem it's just right in my heart. I hope you like it as much as I do. This poem is called Sleeping in the Forest by Mary Oliver. And you're sleeping in the forest right now here. It's like a little forest in Beacon Hill Park. Sleeping in the forest. I thought the earth remembered me. She took me back so tenderly, arranging her dark skirts, her pockets full of lichens and seeds. I slept as never before, a stone on the riverbed, nothing between me and the white fire of the stars. But my thoughts, and they floated light as moss among the branches of the perfect trees. All night I heard the small kingdoms breathing around me, the insects and the birds who do their work in darkness. All night I rose and fell, as if in water, grappling with a luminous doom. By morning, I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. All night I heard the small kingdoms breathing around me, the insects and the birds who do their work in the darkness. All night I rose and fell as if in water, grappling with a luminous doom. By morning I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. So gradually allow your breath to deepen. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees. Roll to your right side. Pause there and take a breath. And then slowly make your way up to seated. We'll finish our practice by gathering in the fruits of our practice first to ourselves. So this is very much virya paramita. This is gathering the energy into ourselves first and then offering it out into the world. So we'll finish with that mantra, lokah, samastah, sukhino, bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. Lokah samastah sukhino bhavantu. lokah samastah sukhino bhavantu. Lokah samastah sukhino bhavantu. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 330 of Namaste Yoga. If you liked today's show, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, subscribe and we'll send you a free show every Friday. And if you know somebody who would enjoy today's show, please feel free to share it with them. We would love that. I want to thank Donna, Sean, Viola, and Ricky Ann for your donations. We really appreciate your kindness and generous support. It really helps us to produce this show and offer a free yoga class every Friday. Today's questions to answer in the comments is, who do you recognize as suffering? Where do you see a need? And where have you already begun, or where do you feel inspired to begin this week? The intentions behind cultivating the 6 perfections is for the development of compassion. And if you would like an infographic of 4 easy ways to incorporate compassion into your life, then if you go to the show notes for today's class, melissawest.com/330, scroll down and you'll see an opt-in box. If you put your email in there, then we will send you an infographic of 4 easy ways to incorporate compassion into your daily life. Beautiful rituals to incorporate. And if you would like more support in cherishing, protecting, guarding, and safekeeping your energy, then we have a brand new 2-hour restorative yoga class in our membership class. It's called Surrendering with Sita. It's a 2-hour-long restorative yoga class designed to allow you to surrender with compassion and unconditional nurturing love to the fertile, renewing energy that is available to you when you take deep rest. By turning inwards to release what no longer serves you and receive the nourishment of recovery, rejuvenation, and restoration, you will experience resilience. The class draws on the goddess Sita. She is the goddess of forests, the womb, and unconditional nurturing love, along with gorgeous poetry. In each pose, I read you poetry. It's poetry of hope, renewal, and it will refresh and replenish your soul. Oh, I wanted to read you the members have been loving this class, so I wanted to read you a short testimonial from this class from Mary Ann. She says, "Thank you for this amazing class. What a gift to give oneself 2 hours of peace and calmness and gentle relaxation. A beautiful setting in Beacon Hill Park. It was filmed over there amongst the bluebells. It was in a field of bluebells. Just incredible." And she says, "And the amazing poems you chose to read added to the serenity of the experience. I just finished the class and I feel like I am floating. It is a class that I will do again and again, each time with deeper understanding." So if you'd like to become a member, you can click here below. I'm sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our Pacific Ocean. May you be as grounded as the trees in our forest. And may you be as strong as our mountains. Om Shanti. Namaste.
Melissa would love to hear your questions and thoughts. Please leave your comments below the video. Thank you for your reviews on iTunes and YouTube. Your reviews help us to share yoga and a yoga lifestyle with others around the world. If you have a question for Melissa, you can leave a voice message at melissawest.com, and Melissa may answer it in an upcoming blog.